Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of Fandom Rants. I was inspired to make this rant shortly after watching Amphibia's second to last episode, All In. If you don't want to be spoiled for Amphibia, then click off until you're fully caught up. If you are caught up, or don't care if I spoil anything, then let's get the show on the road. I was hoping to dog that Andreas would not get a half-assed redemption arc in this finale, but it's not like it matters if he got one or not. The fandom still feels sorry for a guy who pushed everyone out of his life, attempted to murder children multiple times, stabbed a child, manipulated multiple people for his own selfish gains, and attempted mass genocide in 2 different worlds. And then we have what Marcy has done to betray her friends. Got her and her friends trapped in Amphibia in a desperate last-ditch effort to keep her and her friends together, terrified that she would have to move away and that they'd eventually drift apart. But everyone holds that one thing that she did over her head, and even after she's stabbed, psychologically tortured, possessed against her will, manipulated as a pawn multiple times, and almost died. Everyone is like, oh yeah, Marcy's gone through so much, but she still betrayed her friends. Let's not forget that just because she's a precious little cinnamon roll. I feel like this is a problem with multiple fandoms. They feel like they have to punish a character when the show doesn't fit their ideal punishment. We've seen it with Mabel causing Weirdmageddon, which I think is more on Dipper and Ford for not explaining what the rift was and how dangerous it was in the first place. Then we have a bunch of things that Bubbles has done in the original Powerpuff Girls. I can't even begin to list off those things and how I feel about them. When the show doesn't punish these characters enough, the fandom decides to constantly hold whatever it is over their heads and twists it to make them look so much worse than they actually are. Meanwhile, you have King Andreas and Bill and the Powerpuff Girls villains and monsters attempting to kill multiple people. But no, if they just feel a little spark of remorse, they suddenly deserve all the sympathy and forgiveness in the world. And let's not even get started on the multiple things Sasha has done to betray her friends time and time again, because she's a complicated, depressed little lesbian ooh-woo. Nope, we gotta hold that one mistake that Marcy made over her head, because how dare the nice ones not be anything but nice 100% of the time? What are they, complicated human beings with complicated emotions? Ha! If Anne and Sasha, the 2 people that Marcy has hurt the most, can forgive her for what she did, there's no reason to hold it over her head. And the difference between someone like Andreas and Cheryl and Marcy is that Andreas and Cheryl have had a history of hurting the ones they care about, and they keep doing it and refuse to get help. And all of a sudden, oh, they feel sorry one time, they deserve all the forgiveness in the world. No. But Marcy did one mistake and she suddenly deserves to go to hell. No, I'm done. Marcy deserves your love, sympathy, and forgiveness, not psychopathic Andreas.